Come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a ride down memory lane with a review of Crazy Taxi on the PS2. So this game was first introduced into arcades back in 1999, so yes, that was a hell of a long time ago. Then to the Sega Mega Drive in 2000. It's a classic game. It really does capture the essence of being a taxi driver. Do you know, like, all you're doing is... It's like, it does exactly what it says on the tin, if you remember those Ronseal adverts. Do you know, so... Firstly, we'll talk about the premise of Crazy Taxi. So, it was released in 2001 for the PS2, so it was ported over from arcade games, and it went to the Mega Drive in 2000, then to PS2 back in 2001. So, it puts you in the driver's seat of a bright yellow cab where your goal is to pick up passengers and deliver them to their destinations as quickly as possible. So for viewers of this channel, you should know that I done a review of Simpsons Road Rage, which is a very, very similar-ish game to this. So obviously, Road Rage based off Crazy Taxi, but honestly, like, from playing both, Crazy Taxi is a hell of a lot better. Do you know, just like Road Rage got boring. Whereas this, it's exciting, like, do you know, it is probably, it's one of the most fun driving arcade games I've had played in a long, long time. Do you know, one of the standout features of it really is its mechanics. Do you know, the controls are very, very simple. Like, honestly, it took me maybe about 2 minutes just to get used to all the controls, if that, do you know. So all you're doing is steering with the D-pad and changing to reverse and to a drive gear. That kind of annoys me at times, to be fair. I kind of wish it wasn't like the way I use it was like the L2 and the R2 was to change gears, so that was kind of annoying. But then again, look, it's a game from 1999, and it's been ported over to a PlayStation, so we also gotta remember that. But once you get a handle on that, you know, you'll be absolutely flying. And also, it's kind of annoying that there's a hell of a lot of wheel spin. You know, like, it doesn't matter if you're on grass or on the tarmac. You know, I find that there's always going to be wheel spin, no matter what you do, no matter how slow or fast you try to start. You know, and as with every game back in the early 2000s, it had a kick-ass soundtrack. Do you know what I mean? You had everything from Offspring that I can remember off the top of my head. You had like hip hop artists from back in the day, like a load of punk songs. Do you know what I mean? There's a really, really good mix of music, and it does add to the experience. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're hearing songs from, like, well, especially for crowd like people of my age and my generation that would have, you know, played it back in the day, and, you know, listening to all those tunes again, it is nice, kind of a nice little trip down memory lane. Do you know? And look, lads and lasses, the graphics, they're not amazing. Do you know, they're not the most amazing thing in the world. Do you know, but look, it's a game from 1999 that was an arcade, so we gotta remember that. And I thought they did a pretty decent job in bringing it over to the PS2, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Like, the characters do kind of defy the laws of gravity in a convertible taxi, you know, but once you get over that, like, once you realise you're in an arcade world, and like, life just gets easier. Do you know what I mean? And like, obviously, like, you have the arcade mode, which is you're driving your customers around the place, and also you have the crazy box challenges as well. Do you know what I mean? Which does keep it interesting. Do you know what I mean? So you can, like, the replayability of the game is there a lot more compared to Road Rage. I find there's just a lot more to do, and it's a lot more exciting. Do you know? Like playing Road Rage was fine for a while, like, being a fan of the show The Simpsons, but like, how can I put it? Like, it gets like this. I could only play it for like maybe 20 minutes at a time, whereas this I could happily sit down and play it for an hour. Do you know? And it's also be good if you had friends over. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those games that, like, it is an arcade game, like from games from way back in the day. Do you know what I mean? You're standing at an arcade, do you know, where in a shopping centre, or if there's an actual arcade, do you know what I mean? And you're there and you want your 3 letters to be at the top of the list, you know what I mean? So there's always that element, you know, and you kind of always do want to beat your own score as well. So I mean, if you're a bit competitive, this game is a fun one, do you know what I mean? And you do lose yourself in it. Like, I've lost myself in playing it from getting this video recorded. So, like, in all honesty, to conclude, if you can gather by now, I'd like it a hell of a lot more than The Simpsons Hit and Run. Or Simpsons Road Rage. Sorry. Wow, I misspoke. I was going to edit it out, but we'll leave it in there, because it's a nice little segue to me doing a little self-promotion of The Simpsons Hit and Run on this channel. I'll have the videos linked in the description. I'll also have it in a playlist as well, so it's just a lot easier to find. So, back. Sorry, folks, I'm going to blame my self-diagnosed ADHD. So, to conclude, Crazy Taxi. Very fun. Very fun. If you like Road Rage, if you've played Road Rage, and you want a proper experience of driving around a crazy city and playing Road Rage, just play Crazy Taxi. Just do it. Just buy it. Do you know what I mean? You'll probably pick it up for half nothing. Do you know what I mean? If you go to your local game store, if they still exist. Remember when they used to exist, folks? Comment down below if you remember when game stores used to exist. Or if you still go to the game stores, please comment down below as well. I'd be very curious to know. So, folks, as well, I do have a Discord. The link will be as well down below in the description, so you can keep up to date with everything that I'm getting recorded. You can make suggestions as well as to what games you'd like to see, whether it be Let's Plays or me do reviews. I'll also be getting some multiplayer games going at some point, whether would that be with the retro games, if we can make that happen, or whether it be with new games. I'd also play, the likes of Call of Duty and FIFA as well, so we could definitely get games going on that. So thank you all very, very much for watching. Please, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and to subscribe, and leave a comment down below of if you played Crazy Taxi before, and also if you liked it. So thank you all very much for watching, folks. I will see you on the next one. Adios.